Hi guys, welcome to Bridget's Cannabis Corner. I'm your host, Bridget Ward. This is your co-host, Jason Ward. We're going to tell you a super awesome patient story today. We'll wait for a couple people to jump in here. Looks like Celeste is in the house. We love you, honey. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thanks for joining us. Dewey's in the house. Hi, Dewey. I'm just going to pop in here while we're waiting for everyone. Jump in here and make
sure. Share stuff still?
No.
We got people.
I know.
She knows people.
I'm just so used to getting in to share.
I know.
That's my opportunity to give you guys the opportunity to like and share. Make sure you share with all your friends. Share in all your groups. But if you're sharing into a group, make sure that you check with admin that it's okay that you share this. I have been kicked out of groups for sharing my videos. So we don't want you kicked out of any groups, guys. Thanks for joining us.
All of the groups that you have.
Yep.
With them.
Yep.
But it looks
I'm just going to move this a little bit so we can both see. It's hard for us to see the comments there.
Comments. But it looks like Daniel says hi. Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Love you, brother.
Our brother Chris is in the house,
hey, Chris.
too. Say Lynn Sosa from Texas.
Nice.
I hope I said your name right. Thanks for joining us, honey. Our brother Joe is in the house. Thank you for sharing, Joe. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. I don't even know what date it is, honestly. I know it's Wednesday because we're doing patient stories, but I know I'm supposed to be taking 2 days off a week. I'm trying really hard, you guys, but with the work that I do, it's hard to take a day off. Somebody always needs something, and that's what I do. So,
You're helpers.
Yeah, I'm a helper. I love to help people. He's a helper. Yeah. So, let me just pop in here and see if there's a way that we can see this. Okay.
On a much bigger screen?
Oh, and he reminded me to turn the volume down.
Oh.
I didn't do it. Okay, it's down now. Okay. Okay, today is hump day, Diane says. Hi, Diane.
So
nice to see you, honey. Dewey says, free the weed. I want to know what you guys are smoking on today, and if you can't smoke, what would you be smoking? I am going to be smoking one of my all-time favorite Tangy cookies. So I've already got my pipe loaded here. I'm just going to go ahead and smoke. This smoke is for Joe. Thank you, Joe, for your story. I always give the patients the option if they want to be confidential or not. Joe was happy to tell his story and let us know who he is. So thank you so much, Joe. Your story is so inspiring, and so many people are going to hear your story and hopefully think, hey, you know what? It's ridiculous that marijuana is a Schedule I drug. Let's write our senators. Let's write the people in charge, the ones that make the big decisions. Because even though a lot of us now have access, we're in recreational states, we're in medical states, there are still just as many that do not have access. And we need to keep fighting for access for these people, you guys. Because cannabis can be and is a much safer and healthier medicine than a lot of these brutal Western medical treatments that we're being put through. That's why we tell these stories. It's important for people to see that these are real people. These are real stories. People have serious problems, and they don't want to be all fucked up all the time on pharmaceuticals. They still want to live their lives. So regardless that we have PTSD or chronic pain, that doesn't mean that we don't want to still function. We still want to function. Though these diagnoses make us want to function even more. We're not diagnosed with these medical problems because we want them. We're born with them. Things happen to us through life that cause us to have some of these things. So please don't ever feel like it's your fault. Please don't ever feel like you're to shame because you're laid up and can't do what you want to do in life. Please don't feel like it's your fault. A lot of us are just following doctor's orders, right? That's how we start this. And what I'm learning is a lot of the control is being taken away from the physicians. So here we're supposed to put all of our hope and trust into these professionals, but law really restricts a lot of them. A lot of them are just assholes. They just are here for the money. But there are just as many medical professionals out there that do want to help and are here for patient care. So let's go ahead and get smoking, guys.
Is there a way to back up some of these comments?
Yes.
I saw a couple of good
Scroll
ones.
up here.
Okay. Well, Charlene says, greetings, Sister Bridget, Brother Jason. Hello, Charlene.
Love you, Charlene.
And Diane is smoking a green crack vape. Huh. Same with me. That's one of the messages I saw. Thought I'd better go back. Daniel says he's sharing stuff in the groups. Joe says that this is the first time he's talked about it fully. So, that's really awesome.
Thank you, Joe, for letting us tell your story, for letting us put your face and your name out there. It's so important. There are so many people out there that were in your same exact shoes that need to hear your story. So thank you, Joe.
Yep, and then Brother Patrick's in the house. Hi, Patrick. And then Dewey says Barry White, Indica.
Ooh, that's... I bet you that's got a really good taste.
Anyways, yeah, so I just figured we better back it up a little bit there. And looks like Kimberly's in the house.
Yay! We love Kim.
Big Pharma sucks.
Diane says Indiana stinks. No, honey. Hopefully not for long. I have some friends in Ohio, too, and, you know, they opened up...
Well, there was a comment earlier today that I came across that said 4 dispensaries opened up in northern Ohio and 0 in southern Ohio. And it's kind of like, why is that? I mean, why isn't it open to everybody? If it's supposed to open today, why isn't everybody open today? Like, what is the reason? There's got to be something.
Isn't the whole point of opening these dispensaries in medical states or recreational states to give people access? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I believe, it's to get people access that need access. So why aren't we offering the entire state access? Why don't we have more dispensary owners that want to open up shop in Ohio?
Yeah, come on.
That is where most of the opiate crisis is going on. I mean, it's going on everywhere, but it's really, really bad in Ohio, you guys.
Ohio, and then down south there's that triangle. I think Ohio is kind of set up in that its own little triangle, though, too. And no matter what.
Every time, it never fails, my daughter Winnie is calling.
Or
hi, Winnie, we love you. Yeah. We can't answer the phone because we're live, but we love you. We'll talk to you soon.
Anywho, what we were talking about is, I mean, when access is supposed to be made available, you think they ought to do some kind of great access for people. If they're going to open up one north, why wouldn't they open one in the south, right? What is the reason? It's got to be still a capitalism thing, I think. I don't know.
And to me, there's enough caregivers around in every state that they should be open all over Ohio right now. But why aren't there? We want to know. Why? Like, I feel like it's red tape. I feel like the dispensaries and the dispensary owners are having to get through red tape, which is total bullcrap. Let's just get people their medicine already, okay? Can we just get people their medicine?
Yeah, please.
Speaking of medicine, we should go ahead and start this story.
Yeah, enough about...
I'm really excited about this story. I love veterans. This is about one of our veterans. So
love our veterans. And this is from, like we said earlier, Joe, who's in the house. Mm-hmm. This is his story. Sent to...
Joe Lecuyer. Did I say it right, Joe? Joe Lecuyer?
That right? Sounds right to me. Maybe we can send that to the judge, though. Maybe he'll answer us right now and say yes. Or no. I mean, his name is tagged in the...
Yes, so we tagged him in the story.
In the story itself. So if you want to get some more information from him, you want to reach out to him, whatever, his name is posted with the file right now. So... Mm-hmm. Did he answer us yet?
Not yet.
Well, that's because it's not keeping real time.
Yep.
Yeah! Oh.
Thank you, Joe. Yes, we said
All
it right.
We're starting out
Okay,
well.
I
then.
like to say your name right because
Yes.
yeah.
If we're gonna say it, we might as well say it correct.
Yeah. My maiden name is Devlin, so if somebody mispronounced it could come across as devil, I suppose. So I like to make sure people
One time we got a piece of mail, and it was to. This is when we were dating, though. It was to Jason Ward and Bridget Devil. I mean, Devil.
It was weird.
Anyways,
I mean, it's close.
It's a mistake.
But
I can imagine that happened.
Devlin, not Devil.
Okay.
There's an N in my last name.
Yeah, not just devil. Anyways, enough about that.
Okay.
So, on to the story about Mr. Joe here.
Yep.
Veteran.
Yep, I want to say hi to our brother Bear. He's in the house. Our sister Chrissy's in the house. Hi. I want to just pop up here. Joe's laughing.
Okay.
Thank you, Guy, for your love of us veterans. I do 100%. Thank you.
Yes.
I thank you. I mean, you guys are the ones that paved the way for us. You're the reason that I can sit here and smoke live and teach you guys about these. So,
You guys
thank you
allow
for
us
your service.
the opportunity to vote. I mean, without our votes, nothing ever gets changed anyways. So you guys were out giving, at times, the ultimate sacrifice, just so that we could sit here and share information with you like we're doing now. But
and still pay for it today with PTSD.
Yeah. And you guys, it's not like, hey,
it doesn't go away. Your service is forever. Thank you. So let's go ahead and get to the story here.
Okay, so Joe says, I joined the Army back in August of 2006 when I was 17 years old.
And that was tough to do back then. My ex-husband was an airborne ranger, and so he joined. It would have been right about that same time.
Well, and also, not that same time.
Well,
we've been together for...
I guess it would have been...
Well, it would have probably been 96.
95. Yeah.
But still, joined at 17. I mean...
So it was hard to get in. You must have just about been 18. Okay, sorry.
Anyways, I decided to go infantry because if I was going to fight for my country, I might as well go the entire way and be on the front lines.
Hooah!
Lots of people, I mean, I would say my dad included, right? Back in the day, signed up and they figured, whatever, I'm going to give it all. So we appreciate that.
Yeah.
After basic training, I was sent to the...
Rakasans.
Did I
say that right?
I said that one right.
Rakasans. We believe it's pronounced Rakasans. It is a place. We're going to tell you guys about it. It is the 187th Airborne Infantry Regiment. It's regimented of the 101st Airborne Division. The nickname Rakasans is derived from the Japanese word for parachute, literally umbrella for falling. The name was given to the 187th during its tour in occupied Japan following World War II. So, a lot of us know airborne people, guys.
So, yeah.
That's really
Let's see if he answered, if we said that right. Close! We tried. Sorry. 101st Airborne Division. That's that name that we murdered, which I will not do again.
That's okay.
Anyways, the most highly decorated, most deployed unit in the Army. While deployed, a lot of friends and people I knew never made it home. That's what I was talking about, ultimate sacrifice. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, after returning, I suffered and still deal with severe PTSD, anxiety, and depression, which is a common thing we hear.
Very common, and it's not just common in people that have faced combat. It's people that have gone through
I think
basic
training,
RIP,
skills training,
airborne school. My ex-husband got caught in his chute, his third jump in, so he was terrified to go for that fourth jump, and every jump after that, all he could think about was being wrapped up in that chute. So I mean, just the training alone,
Yeah.
military training alone, can give people PTSD. Part of their training is, especially being airborne, is you jump out of an airplane. You have to roll your own parachute. You have to learn how to do all that stuff. And for some people, well, a lot of people, they go airborne because they think, oh, awesome, I get to jump out of planes. So, most people that signed up for that, they like to do that. But a lot of these guys, they're falling right into war. They're jumping out of planes, falling right in the middle of a war. So my point is, not just combat experience can give PTSD. Just the training alone has given people PTSD.
Yes, for sure. Mm-hmm. So the VA had me on 12 different medications, ranging from seizure meds to pain meds. So I'm sure an array of things.
So the reason they do the seizure meds is because for some seizure medications, they feel like, or they believe that it can help with some mental disorders as well. Because seizures obviously are because of brain activity or activity,
But I think when it comes to the post-traumatic stress disorder part of it all, again, you're dealing with some major brain stuff.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, some of the side effects of some medication treat other things.
Yeah.
That's why people get prescribed stuff and it's like, why are you taking that for that? And it's like, oh, well, if you look at it, it also can treat 10 different other things. And it's like, really? I think there's something to do with, when you're dealing with depression, that's your brain. When you're dealing with post-traumatic, that's your brain, right?
Anxiety.
Brain. So I think they feel like sometimes seizure medication helps out, some of the side effect part of it helps out the brain.
Mm-hmm. And I see a lot of this with our veterans because, the VA wants it to look like they're taking care of their vets, because a lot of us out here are very, very angry at how our vets are being treated. I am one of them, and I have witnessed it from the other side. I have actually been known to drive to our state capitol just so that I can meet somebody face to face at the VA, because they can't hang up on you if you're face to face. So they're trying to make it look like they're taking care of our vets. They're taking care of our brothers, our fathers, our mothers, our sisters. And so they prescribe them all these different medications. Well, a lot of these medications then cause side effects, or they're using this medication for side effects, like Jason was just explaining.
I mean, it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's the science of it all. I'm simply saying it's a possibility that though a person might not have seizures, they might. Because I think even like Seroquel, even though it's to treat bipolar, it also is used to treat anxiety and also seizures. So, you know what I mean? It's like they use it for one. Hey, it also works in 5 of the 100 people, so let's also say it does this also.
And so this is where I would come in and I would say, stop poisoning our vets. We love our vets. We want you to stop poisoning our vets. Period. I'm sorry, I know the microphone's right here. But you guys, seriously, he was on 12 different medications, you guys, for PTSD, anxiety, and depression. 12 different medications when they could have said, hey, cannabis works. Cannabis works for everything that you have. Not only does cannabis work, but it can work even better than a lot of these medications that we can prescribe you. Do you know why they don't? Because cannabis is a Schedule I drug, which means it has no medicinal value and is equal to heroin, methamphetamine.
Here's the thing, though. Less than 100 years ago, there was a lot of these Schedule I drugs that were used over the counter. I mean, marijuana was one, okay? And for a long time served its purpose. I'm talking about in young America. In the world, it served a purpose for, I mean, it dates back 10,000 years, right? It was used as a regular item. It was not taboo because it was used all the time. Cooking. It was used, I'm sure, for spiritual endeavors, right? It was used for a lot of things. And I'm telling you right now, the side effect from marijuana, I ate too much popcorn. Or whatever, right? You giggle, you laugh. Tell me about a side effect from any pharmaceutical. Maybe in the beginning might make you feel good, right? But after a while, that feeling of good is gone. Mm-hmm. And then you're dealing with real side effects is what I'm trying to get at here.
And then we're left on our own to figure our own health care out, because we go to our doctor, they're just going to say, oh, okay, this one doesn't work, let's try this one. This one doesn't work, let's try this, this, and this. This one doesn't. So I just read in some of the comments, they're being used as guinea pigs. Just like every single soldier that has ever signed up for the military. They are treated like guinea pigs.
You want to know the real reason why you have to go to the VA, in my opinion? You have to go to the VA because of that science lab stuff. They want to find out if this is going to work, whatever, right? They've got all these people that have already signed their lives away. Treat them, right? Treat them with this. Oh, so well that it caused cancer. Guinea pigs. They won't let you go to a normal doc. They want you to come to them for spinal taps, right? And other such stuff.
These people that have been to war, they're having come into their offices. They're sending them to the VA hospitals. They're doing all this extra testing on them. They're putting them through more mental stuff than they've already been through. Why are we re-victimizing victims? It just doesn't make sense to me. Don't we want to help these people? Or are we trying to make them sicker? We're done. I'm done. I'm not going to stand here and act like what's going on in Western medicine is okay. I will never, ever, I don't care how much money they paid me to come back, I will never go back to Western medicine because of the things that I know that go on the other side. Okay? They don't realize that some of these people that work for them and with them are gonna one day see the light and be like, whoa, what in the hell was I thinking? I got into this field because I want to help people. I want to help heal people. And in turn, I'm actually helping make them sicker. All because, like Diane just said, it's about greed and money. They make a lot of money off of us.
Well, and so I'm reading back one above that is Joe himself saying, money, that's it. And it's probably, I was trying to start some conspiracy theory. I wasn't, but about the VA. But it truly is about funding. I mean, how do they keep that entity floating if nobody wants to come see them? Oh, well, we'll make you guys come to the VA to be seen, right? It's like, then up your care, make it better, right? Don't make it so it's illegal to write for marijuana. I mean, to make it federally illegal, because we were talking about this just here a little bit ago, state by state, states that are passing medical or recreational, right? The government keeps like this fear factor. We're not going to give you funding. We're not going to give you funding for the highways, right? We're not going to let you get your state gas tax back, whatever, right? And so they did that even in Montana here, where they were like, scare. And I mean, medical's been up for a few years. We're still getting tax dollars. So it's kind of a silly thing. It's like a scare tactic-y kind of thing. I guess that probably made 0 sense, and I apologize in advance. But anyways, I wasn't trying to start a conspiracy theory about the VA.
Well,
I'm sure there's enough theories
there's enough
out
going
there.
on. People are awake. People are awake, and they see what's going on. Our people my age now are having to step in and help care for their parents. So we're the ones bringing our parents back and forth to the VA now. And now we're the ones saying, what? Is this what you've had to deal with all these years? Like, whoa, what? This is wrong. Why are, like, there's a VA in my city. In my city, we have doctors that vets can go to special. We have our own VA center right here in Missoula. But
my dad still has to go to Fort Harrison over in Helena.
So our main VA is in our state capital in Helena. but they have to drive from here, most of them now.
I don't even know what this office here is for. I even asked my dad. I said, why aren't you just going to the VA downtown or Midtown there? And he's like, I can't. I have to go to Fort Harrison. It's like, why? You're blind. You're a vet.
You're in pain. You can't be in the car
time,
for more than 2 hours because...
And they're making you drive all the way halfway across the state? I mean, that makes zero sense. But there was another comment a second ago that caught my attention. It was from Joe. Primary doc at VA is suggested to start smoking. And yeah, I mean, not reading any other comments. We've heard that plenty of times now. It's kind of like
we're hearing that more and
it,
more,
but we can't write for it.
Yes, so, and yes, you can say that, Joe, and that's a really good point because we want to bring more light and more exposure to the physicians who are willing to step out of the box and say cannabis might be a really good option for you.
Yeah.
And we want more physicians to be able to do that and feel like they can do that without putting their license in danger. So, very good point. I actually have a couple physicians here in my town that I'm going to be sending a personal thank you card to because I want them to know that them giving their patients that option is just great to be able to let your patient have some power back.
Yep.
Let's stop taking all the power away from our patients. Which would go on to say...
I decided to start smoking marijuana again, and after a month I was able to quit all the pills and have the same relief I had prior with smoking.
Yay! Let me see a bunch of love in that screen, you guys.
Right.
Come on, that's a bunch of love right there.
Send them up. I'm going to even push a love. I love that one.
And tell us your comments. Well, how do you feel about this? I see a lot of you guys chatting here.
They're chatting back and forth, and I love that. I absolutely love it.
My brother Richie's in the house.
Richie.
We both buried our parent this last year. It was really tough for both of us, especially Richie. He was the sole caretaker for his dad. So when I'm talking about parents, thinking about you, Richie. A lot of us have lost our parents, but so Chris is saying here he had to go to the ER recently and was misdiagnosed yet again, and this is a problem for me because if physicians don't know, don't diagnose it. Please don't diagnose us. Just say you don't know. And do some more research to figure out what the hell is going on. That's what you get paid the big bucks for, guys. Right? Come on. And then Chris says, Bridget and Jason, answer this. Why they all located by a university or a college?
Conspiracy theories.
I mean, that's where they're doing all the testing on LSD, mushrooms, acid, heroin. I mean, you would not believe what they have tested on our veterans. Okay, these guys didn't just sign up to go battle. They signed up to be guinea pigs and to test all this crap in their.
Not that that was the. We don't agree with that at all.
So that's a very good point. Very good point, Chris. So
now I am pill free and haven't been happier since. Marijuana literally saved my life. Love you, my friend.
We just love you, Joe. That's so amazing. We're so honored to be able to tell your story and just let people know what's going on out here. This stuff that is happening to people is criminal. And it's not only criminal on some of the physicians' ends, because they signed an oath to care for their physicians. But
we're getting a request to smoke one.
Oh,
for
smoke.
Joe.
For Joe, okay. But we need to be writing our our legislation to make sure that our physicians are legally safe and can tell us about cannabis and can tell us or give it as an option. I'm being requested to smoke, so
one for
cheers.
Joe.
This one's for Joe. Thank you, Joe, for the story. That I'm smoking some Tangy Cookie here. It's one of my all-time favorite strains, and he's smoking green crack.
Yep.
Cheers,
I'll take
Joe.
Another one. For you, my friend.
Thank you to all of our veterans. You guys are amazing. Hang in there. I know every single day is a battle. Please know that we appreciate you. We appreciate your service. And as you can see, our vets just keep giving, you guys. This is one of our vets still doing his job. He's still
giving information
soldiering
to help
up.
You.
Yep. And helping us to save lives.
Yep.
So much love to you, Joe. Ohio opened dispensaries today. I know, isn't that awesome, Melissa? I know, a few of them did. I hope to see many more. I've got a lot of friends in Ohio, so we'll just check in here with you guys. Vet meds matter, Diane says. Amen to that, sister. I'm sick and tired of seeing my veterans being abused and neglected, flat out abused and neglected. And it's time that we take care of our veterans. Yeah. We should have been taking care of our veterans this whole time. And I will no longer keep my mouth shut. I'm going to talk about every injustice that I see that goes on with our vets until it stops. So please make sure that you like and share this. Comment. The more comments we get, the more shares we get, the more people that watch this. If you're not public and you know somebody that's got cancer, or you know somebody that has PTSD or chronic pain or anything, send this to their email. Send this to them privately. All we want is to change one person's life by this story. If we can change one person's life by doing this story, then amen. That's what it's all about. We're here to save lives, you guys. And if the only thing we can contribute is by sharing stories and telling people everything that we know about this plant, everything that we can learn, pass that on. That's the best way to get involved.
Yes, keep the word going around. Keep sharing with your people, right? Share with somebody who might need, maybe share with somebody that doesn't need, right? They might know somebody that needs. Mm-hmm. I mean, this information needs to get out. And so we really appreciate everybody so far that has already given us their story to tell. We really appreciate it. It is always very, very wonderful. We feel honored to be able to. It looks like he's also going to give us a shout out on Thursday nights.
Oh, nice.
Or on
Thank
this
you.
Thursday. He does comedy.
Awesome. So I'd love to see a video of that. And we'll be doing I'll be doing my strain review tomorrow also. So I'll be live tomorrow, 5:30.
Yeah, if he goes live himself, we can check
That'd
that out.
That'd be awesome,
I mean,
Joe. That'd be awesome. We could do a watch party. I just did a watch party with Gemini. Gemini went live yesterday, and I was like, Gemini's live! Oh my God, you guys! Oh my God, let's try a watch party! So we did a watch party. It was freaking awesome. It rocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to do more of those. So that'd be totally awesome. We'd love to do a watch party. Bear says, love all my stoner buddies on here. Keep the vets clean of chemicals and full of Bud love.
Oh, that's awesome. I like the Bud love. I'm going to love that one.
Yeah, look at that. We've got lots of other people loving that one too.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so
So, we want people to have safe and legal access to this plant because it can help with so many different things. It can help people get off of harsh pharmaceuticals. It can help people live a pain-free life. It can help cure cancer. It can help people who are going through chemotherapy just deal with the side effects of their cancer treatment. I don't suggest people just totally give everything up for cannabis. I think you have to go with, there's a balance. You have to go with what's in your heart. Western medicine can be very helpful. So
when you get scans, I mean, you can't use cannabis to look through somebody's body, right? So there is some stuff about Western medicine that we gotta keep in mind that is at least a helpful tool.
Mm-hmm.
But don't be a fool like myself and others to just buy in at some point to, this is coming from the doctor, so I got to do it, right? And we all get, I think
their
that
physician orders.
we get tricked into that kind of stuff. So,
mm-hmm.
I mean, the more people know, the more people, I'm a change believer. I mean, years ago I was totally against marijuana, cannabis, whatever you called it back then. But times have changed. Education has happened. An epiphany has come my way.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I appreciate everything that you've done to help change that.
Well, a lot of it is because of my daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Joe says, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for telling my story. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. We're honored. We're absolutely honored. Thank you for sharing it. And if anybody else has any stories that they want to share, that they want us to tell, I'm happy to tell your story. We're honored. We love telling these stories. So just private message me, or you can get a hold of Donna Lynn, too, or Bridget Arrow, or
myself,
Jason.
whatever, right?
Yep.
Just reach out to somebody that knows somebody that can get us the story. That's as simple as that.
And
we'd love to tell it.
We'd love to tell it, and we can keep you confidential as well. We do have people that are not in legal states, so we want to protect those people. If they're having to grow and use behind the scenes, then they're going to be confidential. We don't want to put anybody in danger here. We believe in the right to safe and legal medicine.
And
for everybody.
But we believe also in the right to privacy, even though you'd be bold to tell your story, because we'd love to tell it. We understand if you want to keep your name out of it. If the only person that knows your name is me or is Bridget, and we leave it at that. I mean, we try our best not to even put a gender with it, but it doesn't always work out.
Yeah.
I mean,
we start telling these stories, we get so excited.
And it's
yeah.
Apologize for that, but we will try our best to not do it. We'll keep it confidential if you need so, because we do think the information we need to get it out there. And I think we all learn well. I mean, you hear somebody else's success, right, and you want to just do it. So, yeah.
Yes. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll let you guys go for the night. OG Steve is in the house. He says, along with a good, healthy diet, cannabis is the cure. Amen to that, brother. Yeah. I agree. Bear uses, but he's not scared. Now, where did it go?
I'm not
Fuck
scared.
them, he says.
Oh, okay, yeah, for
Beep.
sure.
Do I have to bleep that out? Oh.
Anyways.
Illegal healing. I mean, some of us have to. With my daughter, we were going to have to go underground 9 hours away in our state still, but we weren't legal. The medicine that she needed was a very strong cannabis oil that you could not get from the dispensaries. They legally could not carry it. So
it was like almost illegal to even manufacture, okay?
I would have crawled on my hands and knees across the entire state of Montana to get that medicine.
And we were planning on it. I mean, for sure. We would have done whatever it took. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, we found somebody more local.
Yep.
Anyways.
Glenn Broughton at Starbucks. Thank you, Glenn. So, thankfully, we have Glenn in our lives, Glenn and Jill and Starbuds, and everybody that works there, all the life-saving folks, who Glenn pulled me out of a crowd to say, hey, I know a guy that makes that Rick Simpson stuff.
Yeah.
I can't get his accent down.
Sneaky about it, but that makes that. He was like whisper yelling, I know somebody. Like, everybody could hear you. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
but no, you almost had the
about
accent.
It, but
I'm just kidding.
He was like, I know a guy that can make that Rick Simpson stuff for you.
Oh, no,
closer. No, I can't do it.
He's got
I butcher
a
it.
Southern Montana thing going. It's fantastic.
Yeah. So, and we had just passed a new law here in Missoula to where the dispensaries could carry Rick Simpson oil. So it just worked out perfectly where my daughter was able to get legal access to the medicine that she needed, which was a very strong cannabis.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hi, Chiba! Chiba's in the house, you guys. Jersey Ganji lovers popping in to say hi. Hey, Jersey. I know I'm trying to learn accents, but
yeah, because
apparently I think I just kind of mix. I don't do a very good job.
We'll leave the accents to the accents.
For High Day Friday, which is this Friday, by the way, you guys. Don't miss it. We don't have anything spectacular really planned, but we're just going to hang out and chill.
Yeah.
Fridays are my Mondays. But so I'm working all Friday, and then I come home and do High Day Friday, and then I work all Saturday and Sunday, partial Sunday.
Yeah.
So we're just going to chill out this Friday. Let's see if I can close up. I'm hoping to be able to. Oh shoot! But it's a new system, so we'll probably we'll do 7:30. Let's do 7:30. That's a half an hour earlier, so that way then the East Coast can join for a little longer.
A minute, maybe longer. Yeah.
So yeah, South Jersey. So I don't sound like the Jersey Shore people. You don't.
Oh.
I always think, yo, Frank!
Like mobster.
Yeah,
hey, yo, Frank! Frank, talking to you! No.
Yeah.
So, OG wants you to do an Australian.
Try an Australian. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Maybe not.
Put another no.
Well, he'd have to tell us if that was anything close, because I doubt it. But
The Sopranos, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more a Philly accent. Okay, Philly. Yo, Frank!
Must be a mob thing, like Philadelphia, Chicago.
Yo, Frank! What is it? Yo, Frank! No soup for you! Oh.
No. That's not even close.
See?
Oh.
We can do that for High Day Friday. We'll practice our accents.
Ooh.
So you guys think of some things for me to say in a particular accent, and we'll try them out. That'll be fun.
That might be fun. Since we're making it a fun part. Hey, during this final sign-out,
yes,
didn't you have some powerful information you were going to share? Or do you want me to take it?
You go ahead and take it.
Okay.
So,
not that we try to stay as non-political as possible, but in those states or in a state where you don't have legislative or proper representation, I'd recommend you guys get out and vote. Right? Vote the people into your city that need to be there. Vote the people into your county. Vote the people into your state, who then also hopefully would vote somebody reasonable into Washington or otherwise. But what we're trying to say is, I can help make a change. She can help make a change. You guys are all helping make a change, right? Let's keep the pattern going, and let's just make sure we get out there and say, our vets aren't going to be treated like this anymore. You know, our elderly, our youth that are struggling through cancer treatment themselves, right? I mean, come on. So, everybody can get out there, make the changes you can, and
educate yourself. Educate yourself, educate others. Anything that you come across that's about weed, cannabis, marijuana, the devil's lettuce, share it. Share it. You never know whose life you can save. And make sure you get out there and vote. Even if you just Google cannabis-friendly representatives of Montana or da-da-da-da.
Get involved in your local level.
Yeah.
Right? Grassroots
normal,
stuff or
there's
whatever,
a normal
right?
in every state. Get involved. Find out. I'm starting to do Montana cannabis advocating, so I'm working with Shelley Hall Crowbar, who is the Montana cannabis queen. So I'm super excited to be working with her, and we're just gonna save as many lives as we can. We just tell people whatever we know. The more you learn, the more you can share, and when you're excited and passionate about something, it just kind of soaks in. Really, for me, I really enjoy it. I could talk about cannabis 24/7. It gets exhausting, but I'm so passionate about it. I love to do it, and so great. Make sure you guys get involved. Vote. If you don't believe in voting, vote.
Give it a shot and see what happens, right? What could it hurt?
Yeah, write your congressman. If you have a story, write your congressman. Let them hear these stories. If they can't see these on Facebook or whatever, write them your story. The more stories they get, the more stories they hear that this plant is healing them and saving them from a lifetime of pain, suffering, and misery. Let's do it, guys. Let's prove it. Let's show them that this is healing. We're not just loser stoners. This is what your stoner looks like, okay? I'm a productive member of society, and I love people. I take care of my family. I live my life. Even with major medical conditions that need medication, that I have used this instead. So I have a better quality of life, which gives everybody around me a better quality of life. So yay to cannabis. Make sure you guys like and share this with everybody you can. Get out there and vote. And
we're accepting any patient stories. So
send your stories to us. We're starting to book up, so we'll hopefully be booked into early summer already.
Send us the stories. We'll keep the stories going and educate and help each other along. So that's what we're here for. In the meantime, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night at 5:30.
Tomorrow night, 5:30 Mountain Standard.
For your
review. My strain review. And then we have High Day Friday. We're doing that at 7:30. Saturday night, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time.
Saturday night.
Oh, Friday night. See,
Okay,
I'm all
maybe
mixed
I
up.
misheard something. So on Friday night.
Yes, I don't know what day it is
Mountain
right now. Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Until then, peace, love, and cannabis. Night.
Good night, guys.
See you tomorrow.